Hello, and a warm welcome back. It's wonderful to connect with you again in our space dedicated to exploring the wisdom gathered over a lifetime. We often talk about the perspectives and insights gained with age. But today, let's focus on something slightly different. The simple, observable habits, the daily ways of being and acting that seem to characterize those who navigate their later years with a particular sense of grace, contentment, and vitality. What does aging gracefully truly mean? It's certainly not about trying to artificially preserve youth or denying the realities of time. Instead, it often reflects an inner peace, a resilience, an ongoing engagement with life, and a certain lightness of spirit. And while personality and circumstances play a role, lived experience suggests that this grace isn't just something that happens to people. It's often nurtured through consistent, intentional, yet often remarkably simple daily habits. These aren't grand pronouncements, but quiet, steady practices woven into the fabric of everyday life. Today, we'll explore 7 such habits, drawn from observing those who seem to embody this graceful aging. These are accessible practices, rooted in wisdom, that can enhance quality of life at any age, but perhaps shine brightest in our later decades. Let's begin with a foundational habit that colors our entire perception. Habit 1. Cultivating a mindset of gratitude and positivity. This might sound familiar, as we've touched on gratitude before, but its consistent practice truly stands out in those aging gracefully. It's not about ignoring difficulties or pretending challenges don't exist. Rather, it's a conscious, daily habit of actively looking for and acknowledging the good, however small. It's a deliberate counterbalance to the brain's natural tendency to focus on problems or worries. Individuals aging gracefully often seem to possess an underlying current of appreciation. You see it in expressing thanks, regularly voicing appreciation for simple things. A sunny day, a kind gesture, a good meal, the comfort of home, focusing on abilities, not just limitations. Acknowledging physical changes, but also expressing gratitude for the capabilities they still retain. Finding silver linings, even amidst challenges. Possessing the ability to find something positive to hold onto. A lesson learned, unexpected help received. The strength discovered within. Minimizing complaining, while venting occasionally is human. Those aging gracefully tend not to dwell perpetually in negativity or complaint. They consciously steer their focus towards more positive aspects. This isn't about forced cheerfulness, but a practiced skill of perspective. Making gratitude a daily ritual. Perhaps mentally listing a few things each morning or evening. Or simply pausing to appreciate moments throughout the day. Fundamentally, it fosters contentment, reduces stress, and builds resilience. It's a quiet but powerful habit that colors the entire experience of life with a lighter, more appreciative hue. From the mindset, let's move to the physical embodiment of grace. Habit 2. Prioritizing gentle, consistent physical movement. Another near-universal habit observed in vibrant older adults is a commitment to staying physically active in gentle, consistent ways. Again, this isn't necessarily about intense athleticism, but about respecting the body's need for regular movement to maintain function, mobility, and energy. Graceful aging often involves an intuitive understanding that stagnation leads to stiffness and decline, while mindful movement fosters vitality. This habit often manifests as daily routine, incorporating some form of movement into the daily schedule, making it non-negotiable but adaptable. This might be a morning walk, gentle stretches, gardening, swimming, tai chi, or chair exercises. Listening to the body, moving in ways that feel good and supportive. adjusting activities based on energy levels or physical limitations, respecting pain signals without giving up entirely. Focus on function. The goal is often less about performance and more about maintaining practical abilities, balance to prevent falls, flexibility to reach and bend, strength to carry groceries or get up from a chair, endurance for desired activities, enjoyment. Finding forms of movement that are genuinely enjoyable increases the likelihood of sticking with them long term. Those who move regularly tend to retain greater independence, experience less chronic pain, have better balance, sleep better, and report higher energy levels and brighter moods. It's a commitment not just to longevity, but to quality of life, ensuring the body remains a capable and comfortable vessel for experiencing the world. This gentle, consistent care for the physical self is a hallmark of aging with grace. Complementing physical activity is the vital habit of keeping the mind agile. Habit 3. Staying curious and mentally engaged. Aging gracefully rarely involves mental stagnation. Instead, you often see a persistent curiosity about the world and an active engagement of the mind. This doesn't necessarily mean pursuing formal degrees, but rather maintaining an open, inquisitive attitude and finding ways to learn, explore, and stay mentally stimulated throughout life. It's the opposite of believing I know it all or it's too late to learn. This habit takes many forms. Reading widely, continuing to read books, newspapers, or articles on various subjects keeps the mind exposed to new ideas and perspectives. Asking questions, maintaining a genuine interest in understanding things. How something works, why something happened, another person's viewpoint. Pursuing interests, actively engaging in hobbies or subjects that require learning and problem solving. Whether it's gardening, puzzles, playing music, crafts, learning about history, or exploring technology relevant to their lives. Engaging in conversation, participating in discussions, sharing ideas, and listening attentively to others stimulates cognitive function. Trying new things within reason. Being willing to occasionally step outside familiar routines, perhaps trying a new recipe, visiting a new place locally, or learning a simple new skill. This ongoing mental engagement keeps neural pathways active, supports cognitive health, provides a sense of purpose and interest, and keeps life feeling fresh and dynamic rather than stagnant. It reflects an understanding that growth and learning are lifelong processes that contribute significantly to vitality and prevent the mind from simply coasting. A curious mind is often a youthful mind, regardless of chronological age. These first 3 habits, cultivating positivity, moving gently, and staying curious, lay a crucial foundation for aging with grace and vitality. These first 3 habits, cultivating a positive and grateful mindset, prioritizing gentle physical movement, and staying curious and mentally engaged, lay a crucial foundation. But graceful aging is equally defined by how we interact with others and ourselves, bringing us to our 4th habit. Habit 4, nurturing meaningful social connections. As we've consistently emphasized, humans thrive on connection. A defining habit of those aging gracefully is the conscious effort to nurture and maintain meaningful social ties. They understand, perhaps intuitively, that isolation is detrimental and that feeling connected, valued, and supported is essential for emotional well-being. This isn't necessarily about being a social butterfly, but about quality over quantity. This habit often looks like making the effort, regularly reaching out to family and friends, making the phone call, sending the email, suggesting a visit, even when it requires initiative, being present when spending time with loved ones, truly listening and engaging, putting aside distractions, participating, showing up for important events in the lives of others, offering support during difficult times, and celebrating joys together. Finding community, actively seeking out or participating in groups that offer social interaction and shared interests, be it a club, volunteer group, faith community, or senior center activity. Showing kindness, practicing small acts of kindness and consideration in daily interactions, fostering positive connections, even with casual acquaintances. These individuals recognize that relationships require tending. They invest time and emotional energy into maintaining bonds, understanding that this effort yields invaluable returns in companionship, support, shared laughter, and a sense of belonging. Staying connected combats loneliness and provides the vital social nourishment needed to thrive. The fifth habit involves how we approach the inevitable imperfections of life. Habit 5. Practicing acceptance and letting go. Life is rarely smooth or perfect. Challenges arise, plans go awry, losses occur, and things don't always meet our expectations. A hallmark of aging gracefully is the developed capacity to meet these imperfections with acceptance rather than perpetual resistance or bitterness. This isn't resignation, but a wise recognition of what lies beyond our control. This habit often involves accepting change, adapting to new circumstances, physical, social, technological, with flexibility rather than rigidly clinging to how things used to be. Letting go of grudges, releasing old resentments and hurts for the sake of one's own peace. Understanding that carrying bitterness is too heavy a burden. Self-compassion, accepting one's own limitations and past mistakes with kindness rather than harsh self-criticism. Managing expectations, holding realistic expectations of oneself, others, and life itself. Reducing disappointment when things aren't perfect. Focusing on what can be done, directing energy towards positive action where possible, rather than getting stuck complaining about what cannot be changed. This ability to practice acceptance allows for greater emotional equilibrium. It reduces frustration, anger, and anxiety. It frees up energy that would otherwise be consumed by fighting reality, allowing for more peace and contentment even amidst difficulties. It's the grace of acknowledging what is and finding the wisdom to navigate it effectively. Our sixth habit relates closely to acceptance and perspective. Habit 6. Maintaining a sense of humor, especially about oneself. Laughter truly is good medicine, and the ability to find humor in life's absurdities, challenges, and even in oneself, is a distinct characteristic often seen in those aging gracefully. This isn't about making light of serious situations, but about maintaining perspective and not taking everything, especially oneself, too seriously all the time. This habit can look like laughing at oneself, being able to acknowledge personal quirks, occasional forgetfulness, or minor mishaps with a chuckle rather than embarrassment or frustration. Finding humor in everyday situations, seeing the funny side of minor inconveniences or unexpected events. Sharing laughter with others, recognizing the bonding power of shared humor and enjoying light-hearted moments with friends and family. Maintaining perspective. Using humor as a coping mechanism to lighten the mood during difficult times or put challenges into a less daunting context. A good sense of humor acts as a buffer against stress. It fosters resilience, strengthens social bonds, and simply makes the journey more enjoyable. The ability to laugh, especially at oneself, indicates a healthy level of self-acceptance and prevents life's inevitable bumps from feeling overly burdensome. It brings lightness and joy. Finally, perhaps encompassing all the others, is a focus on meaning. Habit 7. finding and nurturing a sense of purpose. As roles shift and external demands lessen, particularly after retirement, maintaining a sense of purpose becomes crucial for well-being. Those aging gracefully typically find ways, often simple ones, to feel that their life still holds meaning and contribution. This isn't necessarily about grand achievements, but about engaging in activities aligned with one's values. This habit manifests in diverse ways. Contribution: finding ways to help others, whether through volunteering, mentoring, supporting family, or simple acts of kindness in the community. Creativity and expression: engaging in creative pursuits that allow for self-expression and bring personal satisfaction. Learning and growth: continuing to learn and explore interests provides an intrinsic sense of purpose. Connection: nurturing relationships and feeling part of a family or community provides a powerful sense of belonging and purpose. Spirituality or reflection: connecting with a sense of meaning or transcendence beyond the everyday can provide deep purpose. The key is finding something that gives a reason to get up in the morning, something that feels meaningful to the individual. Purpose provides direction, combats apathy, and fosters a sense of vitality. Those who age gracefully actively seek or nurture these sources of meaning in their daily lives. Conclusion: the practice of graceful aging. These 7 habits: cultivating gratitude, moving consistently, staying curious, nurturing connections, practicing acceptance, maintaining humor, and finding purpose, are not revolutionary secrets. They are simple, enduring practices rooted in wisdom. Together, they form a powerful framework for navigating later life, not just with resilience, but with genuine grace and vitality. They remind us that graceful aging isn't passive. It's an active process of cultivating positive mindsets, caring for our physical and mental well-being, staying connected, adapting wisely, and finding meaning. It's about making conscious choices, day by day, that support a fulfilling and contented life, regardless of chronological age. Which of these habits resonates most with you? Are there others you would add to the list? We learn so much from shared experiences. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. If this exploration of daily habits for graceful aging was helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe to Elderly Wisdom for more reflections on living well throughout life. Sharing this might inspire someone to incorporate one of these simple, powerful practices into their own routine. Thank you for joining us today. May you find joy and grace in the simple, consistent habits that nurture your well-being. Until next time, be well.